maybe a silly question, but did you manage to realize your game's plan that you prepared for FUT, or like this, or FUT pushed you to change the plan strategy during the game?
No, I think everything we wanted to run, we ended up running. The problem in this game was not the game plan or the strategy side. A lot of the rounds that we lost were rounds that we should be closing, but in terms of this final part of the round, the situational Counter-Strike, we just couldn't play to our best. So in terms of game plan, they did what we expected them to do, and we just kept our plan running just like we imagined.
I have a question about retail of maps. Why Ancient? Because like for you it's a bit not so good. Why?
Yeah, we were thinking what would be more comfortable for us between Ancient and Anubis, and even though Ancient is a stronger map for them, I think we are more comfortable on Ancient than Anubis for this game. So yeah, we just decided to go with what we would perform to our biggest level, I think.
It looks like these youngsters, because FUT is a young team, they have no fear. Do you agree with this? Like in the arena, basically.
Yeah, they have nothing to lose. They play fearless Counter-Strike. The way they approach the maps, you can tell that they have some theories on playing just fearless and straight to your face. It has its value. They can make this game style work, and I guess it suits also their personalities and the fact that they are so young. They sometimes are reckless, but this comes sometimes in a good way. So yeah, it's just how they are, and it's difficult to play against a team like that.
Why? Because basically they have no fear and they just go kill, rush B.
Yeah, because they are doing some things that will go a bit out of the ordinary. Will go out of the expected thing that let's say you're playing more structured teams. You kind of know the timings that the game will happen, and you kind of know what to expect from the most reliable strats that they use. And these guys sometimes they just don't care. They just break the rules, and they are just shooting at their face, and it's very hard to play against. And yeah, they are doing pretty good, and I wish they would look in the finals.
And for you as a coach and for your assistant coach as well, for Aydin, for example, as an analyst, it's harder to prepare for this type of teams that are playing on field, yeah?
Honestly, I wouldn't say it's harder, because we can watch their things and we know, like when we are preparing, we're not trying to track every step that they will take in the map. But in general things, they play according to what we watch. So it's the same preparation. I think it's even harder to prepare against teams that, for example, Vitality on Prime, it was harder to prepare against, and Falcon sometimes. But against them, it's not like something that's out of preparation will happen. It's just that in moments that you don't expect things to happen, they will happen. So I would put it more like that.
Talking about playing without fear, I have a question in comparison to Yuri and Xerata. I look at them at the TV screen at the end of the map. It looks like they were blushed, they were very stressed, and the pressure on Brazilians are quite high. What do you think about it?
I think it was more about the frustration of the way we lost the game. I was also looking a bit upset after the game, because my opinion, we should not be losing a game like that. We should be 100% of the time closing it, but sometimes it will happen, we will lose. And frustration comes from that, from knowing that we would have closed in normal conditions if we just played more mature, and we would have been wiser in some of these situations.
And I think the final question, but I think big, what's next for FURIA? Why? Because I talked with Fallen. He will be retiring. At least he's saying that right now he's retiring. He may say it's $1 million question, so we don't know. We know that Yukindra is getting more roles, like IGL. He's calling more. It looks like the team is changing, or may change. Can you give me more details about it? Your thoughts about it?
Yeah, it's a transition that we'll have to work with by the end of the year. Fan is going to retire. That's what we are working with. We need to find either a new IGL or a player that will come into the team, and then Marex will start IGL. These are the possibilities that we are working with. We just have to be prepared for whoever is going to come next after Fallen, and this is the only thing that we have in our mind, that we need to work. And the background, the staff, the organization, we are all trying to find this replacement and try to make the structure continue to work, even with the change that we're going to make.
Have you already started this process? Are you planning like?
Yeah, we have started. We're talking to players. Yeah, we're studying what's the best possibility. Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the process like looking for players.
Yeah.
Players. Okay, so we may see transfer at the end of the year if he will retire.
Yeah, that would be the most appropriate time because then he will be leaving. We already have our plan set for the next year.
Thank you so much.
No.